I do love when Jessie puts her hand on my neck.
Yeah.
In temple or somewhere public at the movies.
What are you, fucking Lauren Boebert?
Man of the year.
Man of the year. Man of the year.
Welcome to the #1 friendship podcast in the country. I'm Matt Ritter.
I'm Aaron Cairo.
Guys, check out our stuff, our merch, our YouTube page. It's all at manoftheyearpodcast.com. Cairo, I was thinking about the holidays, and one of the funniest things.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say I've been thinking about the Holocaust. I don't know.
No, definitely not. I don't usually around the holiday time.
Yeah.
But us Jews do. We do sort of get short shrift around the holiday time. It's all Christmas.
Yeah.
So one of the triplets and I lived together in the city, and I had never had a Christmas tree, and he had never had a Christmas tree. And like our parents definitely were not about us having a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
But we got one year.
Yeah.
And literally had no knowledge of Christmas trees, that we just got the tree.
Yeah.
And we couldn't figure out how to stand it up. Do you know how to stand up a Christmas tree?
Well, you just stand.
We didn't know that.
So you just had a trunk?
He just had a Christmas tree leaned against the fridge.
Totally see that.
In our little apartment in Murray Hill. It was the funniest thing. And then I guess at some point somebody came in, a bunch of people saw it and nobody said anything because they probably were also Jews who had never had a Christmas tree before. It took like a week for somebody to be like, so what's the deal with that tree? Like, why don't you have a Christmas tree stand? We're like, oh.
I mean, how old are you?
26.
Yeah, it's borderline.
Yeah. We were like, why does this thing not stand up? We were like, wow, the bottom of this thing is pretty uneven. I don't know how people get it. We had like books. We tried to do like some books.
Yeah,
and
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Were there ornaments on it?
No.
Just a tree.
Yeah, we just had
a
tree.
tree.
Then we got the stand and then we put ornaments up.
By the way, that's not the funniest thing that happened when you guys lived together.
Well, there are a lot of funny things.
But one of the funny things that I've ever heard in my life that I still cry about when I think about happened. You were having some sort of intestinal issue. And so you had to save your stool.
Oh, yeah.
You had to save your stool, right?
Yeah.
For a week?
Yeah.
And you just kept it underneath the sink in a brown paper bag?
Yes. It was like, what's this? I'm like, that's Monday through Wednesday.
And you said you were brown bagging it, and I just cried.
Yeah.
I cried. Remember that?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
So anyway, this episode is about gift giving and the holidays.
Yep. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody. I actually want to ask you, Matt, what is your love language? Do you know the 5 options?
Not at all. I have no idea. Jessie and I have never said that to each other, and I feel really good about our relationship that we've never said that to each other.
It's not something you have to say to someone.
Just any of it. That whole concept. Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. Well, you don't even know what it is.
I'm poo-pooing. So I'm doing K-Ro poo-poo.
Yeah, you're K-poo-poo. So the love language is how you receive affection.
Yep.
So the options are acts of service.
Yep.
I think it's words of affection.
Yep.
Gifts, quality time, physical touch.
I do 5 out of 5, and so does my wife.
It's not a fucking competition.
We nailed it.
It's like, what do you respond to, or what do you desire most?
I honestly think that's like weird to like try to rank those. To me, that's just my relationship with my wife. I feel like, yeah, sure, we exchange gifts sometimes. That's definitely not our love language, for sure.
Okay, so now you're saying one
there we
of them
go.
is less.
Maybe I'm coming around on this.
It's so exhausting. It's the beginning of the episode. I can't even.
I know. Well, I just for whatever reason, I just don't. I hear people going, well, "That's my love language," and it just makes me off. It's off-putting.
What's funny? I was on a date a few weeks ago, and it came up. It's not like a thing that people talk about all the time, but it came up, and I always think like you never want to say gifts because that's And she goes, "Oh, gifts." I'm like,
run.
Yeah.
Kiro checks his account. He's like, "This isn't gonna work."
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Gifts. But then she was like, "Yeah, but a gift could be like, you're picking someone at the airport." I'm like, "No, that's an act of service." She's like, "No."
Kiro's like, "That's in bucket 1. You're talking about bucket 3. Why am I so against that? I got to talk to my therapist about it. I just feel it feels very manufactured. And I don't like thinking about like love in this manufactured way.
I feel like it's something that I wouldn't like and you would like. It's very weird.
No, because I feel my relationship with my wife is very authentic.
It's
and
not a
organic
fucking
and-
diss on authenticity. It's
It
about.
It is. To me, it is.
That's wrong.
No.
So-
Anybody who I think is like, oh, my love language is X. I'm like, who even thinks in those terms? That's how I think.
You know what?
You're dismissing my feelings. And I'm dismissing everybody else's
Yeah,
feelings.
you know what? I guess you're right. I mean, I'm not. I mean, just being stupid about it.
Just
but-
feels like a Hallmark thing.
Yeah,
What is your? Let's ask Theo.
yeah. Theo, what's your love language?
How do you even feel? Who do you agree with? Who do you side with on this one?
I do generally agree with Matt that like
Oh,
all this
for
like love
fuck's
language,
sake,
blah,
get
blah,
outta
blah,
here.
blah, blah. But that said, I am a gifts guy. I got to be honest.
Really?
You
Yeah.
Receiving. That's how you feel love.
It's like, oh, they're really thinking about me. They got me a gift. Wow, it's so thoughtful.
Oh, okay. All right.
Acts of service too, because it's like going out of your way to like do something. So those two.
I like service more. I like if Jesse just like cooks me my favorite meal without us even like talking about dinner, it feels like, oh wow, like, oh my God, so amazing.
So what do you think mine is?
So it's gifts, service. Remind me of the others.
Words, quality
Words,
time,
telling
physical
people
touch.
you love them. So it's definitely not physical touch.
I don't even want to.
I'm gonna say that it's service.
No, it's words.
Words.
Yeah.
You need to hear it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think that is because, I'm a verbal person, writer, that like when someone articulates their feelings for me, that means a lot.
Validating.
Yeah.
You like to feel the verbal validation.
I don't know about validating. It's that I value it
You value it.
because that's something that it's hard for someone to communicate to me as well as I can communicate. I'm a professional writer. So when I hear it, I'm like, oh, I value that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can I throw you a take?
Yes.
I think men need verbal credit for things. It's similar. I think men need credit. Like we need credit for things like when we do stuff around the house or whatever. Like I think we need that on some level.
So I'm trying to look up.
So I don't know about love language, but I think that's just something that a lot of men need.
Right.
Like I think that's something I need sometimes.
Words of affirmation. So you're right. Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. So I think that's similar.
So I'm words.
But is that a love language? That's your love language. That's what you're saying.
Well, that is just, how I interpret is like that means a lot to me. Yep. Acts of service is too, but pretty high up when someone is thoughtful.
I do love when Jessie puts her hand on my neck.
Yeah.
In temple or somewhere public at the movies.
What are you, fucking Lauren Boebert?
I said the most innocuous thing and it goes to you guys like doing inappropriate
I like when my
sex.
wife touches me in temple.
The neck. She puts her hand on my neck.
Oh,
it's very like loving. I don't know.
You think this Lauren Boebert take is going to be still fresh when this episode comes out?
Yeah, because she'll do something else inappropriate.
Yeah, probably. And then quality time and gift giving is pretty low for me because, as we know, I'm okay with being on my own.
Yeah.
And gift giving, let's go back to the topic of the episode. I'm not a very good gift. I want to talk to Theo about this too. I'm not a very good gift receiver because I'm so particular, as you know.
Yeah. Well, I got you that thermos that you love.
Dude, it went.
Greatest gift ever.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Before.
Oh, no.
So.
Wait, why he's had this for 10 years? Oh, my God. I got him a Corksicle. It's this thing that keeps your drinks cold. It's really good.
Yeah, Corksicle. And I drink a lot of water. Keeps it hot or cold. The problem is that I keep it's just got an open spout. So I keep banging my tooth on it and I chip my tooth. Look at the bottom of it right here.
Oh, no.
Yeah?
Oh, shit. I did that.
Yeah. Hundreds of dollars. And so I had to buy an orthopedic top for it that has a spout for like a child.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oof.
But you're very good. You also gave me custom-made CrossFit sneakers.
Yeah.
Like, mostly because that one I told you what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, don't bother giving the gifts. I'm also not wanting for anything. I know that's not what gifts are about.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not someone who wants for X.
Right.
But
Me neither. I never like, people are always like, what do you want? I'm like, I'm not that.
I don't need more material shit.
Yeah. But I like giving people material stuff.
Yeah. You like giving people material stuff.
But anyway, I think the bottom line is if you're on a date with a woman and she says, my love language is gifts, run.
Yeah, run. Let's talk about, since the holiday season, White Elephant, which, first of all, is that the Secret Santa or is that different?
White Elephant is where you can steal from somebody.
Okay.
Right? So everybody brings one.
Yeah.
And then there's a certain order and you can either get that or steal somebody else's.
Okay.
So there's a value in getting to go last, right?
Right. And it's like a $10 thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like
I've always loved that.
So this is a typical Fireball Adams story. So I believe last Christmas, we had a white elephant at your place.
Yeah.
And it went around, and I got like a record, like a vinyl of like Nickelback. Like it was a joke.
Okay,
it was funny.
yeah.
And I was like, okay, I have this. And then Fireball Adam was like, well, do you have anything to play it on? I'm like, well, first of all, I'm not going to play this. And I'm like, I don't have a record player. And then 2 weeks later, an Amazon box showed up in my apartment.
It's very nice.
I think it was, I looked it up on Amazon. It was a mildly priced.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. You would never know. And now I have a record player. When I was visiting my parents' house, I was cleaning out the closet in my room. My mom has an original Abbey Road vinyl.
Record. Wow.
Yeah. So now I have one record, which is
So
original.
you brought it back with you. Abbey Road. That's cool.
I have one Abbey Road. Yeah. I've played it for the ladies. It doesn't sound, it sounds like shit.
You know what I love? I love record covers. I could just go to a record store and look at record covers all the time.
When was the last time you've done that?
It's got to be a couple of years.
I mean, you did spend 9 hours at the Rock and
Yeah,
Roll.
yeah, no. I mean, it's got to be a couple of years because there aren't that many record stores anymore.
Yeah. Are there any record stores?
There are a few, and we were just at one in the Hamptons. It was nice.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Would you mind if we take an early scoop into our listener question? Because I think it's a Matt special.
Yes, but I do just want to say, before we get into that, I just want to say we didn't really get into why white elephant parties are a good friendship thing and they're fun. I think it's cheap, first of all, so you're not asking people to do much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an activity that like breaks up the monotony of a party, right? Sometimes it's like...
What monotony?
I'm just saying sometimes parties without activities can get boring. You know, it's like just... Maybe, but I'm just saying, I just feel like a lot of people do them at work parties too. That breaks up like a work party.
That's good. Yeah.
It's and there's just so little downside and it's funny. It adds an element. And also you can bring a little bit of your personality into what you get.
Yeah. Like the record.
So I'm an advocate of the white elephant.
I just love break up the monotony of the party. I've never heard anyone talk.
I was thinking work party. That's why I was thinking like most of these happen at work parties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I agree. It circles back to something we talked about earlier in the party episode we did a while ago, where it's like the name tag idea. Like just have a conversation starter, just like something to your party.
Yep.
We're going to do more gifts after the question, but I want to get to your take on this question.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
Guys, this is asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question or ethical dilemma, send it to us on Instagram, Man of the Year Podcast, and we will answer it on the show. All right, Matt, you're going to love this. I read this question. I was like, this is a Matt special. Okay. Hi, Matt and Cairo. Love the pod. I tell all my friends about it. Thank you. I never thought I would need it for myself, but I have a question for your asking for a friend segment. Please help. I'm facing a tricky situation with one of my closest friends, and it's all related to Christmas gift giving. My friend, let's call her Sarah, and I have been inseparable since college. Christmas is a special time for us. We always exchange heartfelt gifts. This year, however, I find myself in a quandary. I recently went through a financial setback, and while I still want to express my love and appreciation for Sarah through a gift, my budget is significantly tighter. On the other hand, Sarah's always incredibly generous when it comes to gift giving. She has a knack for selecting very thoughtful and sometimes expensive presents. I'm torn between conflicting feelings. On one hand, I don't want Sarah to think that I'm not valuing our friendship as much by giving her a less extravagant gift. On the other hand, I also don't want to overextend myself and add to the stress I'm already experiencing financially. I've considered talking to Sarah about my situation, but I'm worried it might come across tacky or make her feel uncomfortable. How can I navigate this tricky situation, ensuring I can still express my love for our friendship without causing any discomfort or misunderstanding? Should I talk to her about my financial situation, or is there another way to approach this? I call this the Matt Ritter special.
Wow.
It's friendship and money.
Yeah, it's complex, because I personally think a lot of people have shame about money.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't feel comfortable sharing that stuff, I don't think you need to in this situation.
Okay.
Because first of all, are these guys just giving each other gold bullion every year? Like everything, it sounds like everything they do has a high monetary value in the past. So it sounds like most of their gifts are sort of like obviously expensive. Because otherwise, why would there be an
Is this
issue?
Bob Menendez who wrote in?
Yeah, he's like, usually I get a backpack of gold bullion.
But they said thoughtful and sometimes expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just think sometimes we think it's going to be received in a lesser way because there's not a high value on it. But I totally disagree with that premise. like what you just said, I'm a hard person to get a gift for, but if somebody gets me like a really thoughtful gift, it means a ton to me.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
Right. But I think that notion, it's the thought that counts, is not trite. It's a true statement about saying this person actually cares about me. I'll give you an example. Sometimes for weddings, right? Like you'll get a check, right? Or you'll get a gift, right? Or you'll get a gift that's like super meaningful, like like an engraved frame. Like one of Jesse's friend got us the best gift, and it may not have been the most expensive, but it was an engraved like caricature of us, and it had like a phrase that Jesse messed up during our wedding. It says it was all whirlwind. That's how she said whirlwind.
Well, she is dyslexic.
Yes. Yeah. And it was just the sweetest thing, you know, and it meant so much because it says, I care about our relationship on a deep level, and it's more of like a memory, right? Yeah. So there's a million ways to go to get somebody feeling really good about a gift that don't involve high dollar, first of all.
Can we, I don't want to be fishing here, but can we just mention our very recent gift that I sent you?
Oh, it's amazing. So I just landed a big job. Yeah. It was exciting. I'm writing a big movie, blah, blah, blah. We don't really talk about that stuff on the podcast. It's not really relevant to what we're trying to do for our fans. But in the mail, I got a really awesome gift from Cairo. It was a bulldozer because he came up with this great nickname for me.
We call him the Velvet Bulldozer because he's charming but relentless.
Yeah. So it was very meaningful because
it's like a Tonka toy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I actually had to bulldoze my way into this job too, which is how we've bulldozed our way into most of our success.
By the way, you know, listen, it's the pod. It was $10.
I thought it was more. It looked more expensive.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I thought it was in the $40 range.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah, come on.
It's big, just the size of it.
I haven't even seen it. You know, it's crazy. Side note to the side note. I sent it with like a little gift. What's it called? The gift receipt. Yeah. Like the card is on the whatever. Jess opened it and just didn't know what it was. Just thought someone got a truck for your son.
Well, yeah, because we have a 6-month-old and there was a Tonka truck.
Right. So I had a follow-up being like, hey, Jess, did a box come? Yeah, it's like a truck. I'm like, is there a card? She's like, I'll look. I'm like, well, let me know. I was like, okay, I wanted you to get it.
I saw it on the counter. I had no idea.
But the thought that counts, you're right. It's not trite. You know, in that respect, the answer to this question is like, it doesn't matter what you spend. It's what it means.
Yeah.
But are you saying the question asker is kind of internalizing something that she shouldn't internalize?
Well, yes, just because unless she's sure that it's going to be awkward if she gets something that's very meaningful, but $50 and the other person gets a $500 one. But you can also just cut that off in the past and go, hey, you know what I'd love to do this year is something a little different. Like, why don't we, just change the tone.
White elephant.
Right. It was like, whatever, just be like, let's both get something really funny for each other this year. And, let's keep it under $100. It's like, I don't want it to go crazy because like, I just think it'll be interesting. We always do this stuff. And I was thinking like, there's nothing really I need this year.
Yeah.
There's ways to do that. That's option A. Option B is just
Can I just say, Thea, I love how Matt goes, when you're going through a financial crisis, you cut the limit of your gift at $100. Still pretty expensive.
All right. 50? Yeah. I don't know.
We don't know what these people are.
Yeah, I don't know. That's option A.
Yeah.
Option B is going, okay, is there a communication level that I would rather be at with my friend?
One sort of red flag I feel in this question is that, does this friend not know about the financial situation?
Well, we don't know what's going on in our friends' finances at all.
Right.
A lot of times when we get these vacation questions, you just never know when somebody's like, I can't go on that trip because it's like they just don't have thousands of dollars to spend on.
We also, this is a sort of a deep cut of that financial thing you bring up, Matt. I have a buddy. He's like, does a lot of real estate stuff. He's not very liquid. He actually has money, but he's liquid. He's illiquid.
Yeah.
So like you would, from outward, he looks great, but he could just not be liquid.
Is this me?
No. It's my buddy who has many Airbnbs.
Oh, okay. I just have one giant home.
Yeah. One giant home. Yeah. And he can make the mortgage without renting it out. No problem.
Oh boy. I can't do that.
So B was have a conversation. What was B?
Yeah. B was, are we trying to improve our communication with our friend? Would you rather, right? I think your option A is you don't owe it to your friends to get into your financial stuff.
Right.
But if you prefer to have a relationship where you can do that, then I think maybe we want to uncrack that box a little bit.
Because now I'm actually thinking, you make a good point, Matt. It's like, it's really not the other friend's business if you don't want it to be.
That's
their
what
business.
I'm saying. If you want it to be their business because you just would prefer to not dance around,
Right.
then you can just go, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Just financially, I'm just going through some stuff, no big deal. But I was just thinking it would just relieve my stress. I want you to know I still value you, but could we just go with something that is a little bit, just less extravagant this year?
Which, by the way, unless the other person's a sociopath,
They'll
they'll be like,
immediately
of course.
go, of course. I can't even believe you have to say that.
Yeah.
I can't even, they'll be like embarrassed. I bet you they'll be like, wait, did you think I needed to, do that? Like
they were probably like, thank God. Because
they probably also, they're at a escalating war of, who's going to finally admit we're both broke?
Yeah, they're both broke for the gifts.
Really funny. It's really funny. They're exchanging gifts. Hey, can we make it a check this year?
Oh my God.
So
I would say a way to proactively, like maybe even avoid the conversation if you don't want to have it, is to suggest a white elephant with like a few other friends. And then normally everybody brings like one gift to a white elephant. Often there's like a $25 limit or something. And you're like, oh, this looks so fun. We should just all do this. And then it just kind of maybe gets you out of the situation.
So it's kind of,
I'm going to throw a counter to that. I don't love that because then you're devaluing this thing that you do together. And I think you don't want to go, I no longer want to do this special one-on-one thing with you. So I call that Thelonious erroneous.
I think your option A was quite elegant.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it.
I knew you would have a good answer.
Yeah,
As soon as I read this, I knew you'd have it.
Secret money issues.
secret like cash flow.
Secret cash flow problems. Matt's got you covered. As I tell you guys, we need to rent out this back house next week.
Oh God, the podcast studio is going to be someone's fucking orgy den next week.
Gosh, money talks.
So that was great. We nailed it, and please let us know what happens, and we wish Sarah a Merry Christmas.
Asking for a friend.
That was asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question, send it to us on Instagram. We'll answer it on the show. So there's another article which actually dovetails with this asking for a friend question, which was this Atlantic piece about women friends buying each other diamonds.
Have at it, ladies.
That's good. That was good.
Can I tell you something that drives me nuts?
Yeah.
I will buy Jesse quite expensive and extravagant things. That's not our love language, but just sometimes I like to do it. Like, we'll be in France and I'll buy her a Celine bag and it's just whatever, But for whatever reason, anytime she's wearing one of the really expensive things that I get her, she'll get a compliment on the least expensive thing she's wearing.
Uh-huh.
So like somebody will walk up to us while she's holding the really expensive bag I got her and they'll be like, that's amazing. And I'll be like, oh yeah, it is. Like, no, that necklace, where'd you get it? She's like, oh, just Walmart.
Right.
And I'm like, why am I even buying you nice things?
Yeah. I thought you were going to say that she doesn't give you credit.
No, she always gives me credit.
So you get words of affirmation from your gift giving.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm saying if someone comes out, love your bag, and she'll go, Matt got it for me.
Yes, but that never happens. They go, oh, where'd you get those earrings? She goes, actually, I just fished them off a homeless person.
Right. Well, that's dovetails with what we were saying. That like the gifts, it's not about the gift.
So it's not, right. People, and generally, for whatever reason, I've noticed women always just end up complimenting each other on stuff they got from Old Navy.
Yeah. And, I notice a lot of dads with toddler kids, like sometimes like, I don't know, the smartless guys or whatever, like they're wearing like friendship bracelets that their kid clearly made for them, or moms, that's, to me, that's worth its weight in diamonds. So women giving each other diamonds.
I mean, I love the idea of friends giving gifts to each other.
Right.
Not the diamond part, great. If you're in that status, amazing. Okay. But I was going to say, we've been trying to normalize this idea that you can gift your friends anytime that's not their birthday.
Yeah. It's more impactful, more thoughtful if it's not their birthday.
Right.
Can I tell you another random gift I got once? This was for a girl, but whatever. I was with this girl. It wasn't even a date. It was actually just like a friend, but we were driving and she was like eating a banana. I don't know. She was like flustered from like she was late. She was eating a banana and then
eating a banana in the car. That's what you do when you're in a rush. It's true. I've been there. It's a rush food.
Okay. I thought you were saying it's a terrible thing.
No, it's a rush food.
And let me rephrase. Great rush food. The banana was in her purse. She's like, oh, I know I have a banana in here. Like flustered.
Women always have bananas in the purse.
And it was all, and she brought it was all fucked up and dented and shit. And so I went on Amazon.
Bought her a banana holder?
I bought her a banana holder.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
$3.99. It's yellow.
No.
You put the banana in it and you put the cap on.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta get that for Jessie.
She loved it.
Banana holder.
A banana holder.
Wow.
Yeah. Thought. It's just a thought.
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I have that problem. I have bananas in all kinds of bags and
Yeah,
stuff.
but you just lose the holder, so it wouldn't matter.
Probably. Somebody
Yeah.
else is going to find it and use it and get compliments on it.
So we've talked about this before in the pod, but I want to bring it up because it came up again the other day. We just went to our friend Lindsay had a little kid's birthday party, and Fireball Adam texted me. He goes, "Are you bringing a gift?" And I go, "It says no gifts.
Right.
It says no gifts.
Right.
So I'm not bringing a gift. Should I bring a gift? Like, what's going on with no gifts?"
You know, I always defy that.
Right.
I defy.
Some people don't want a gift.
I know. I defy anyway.
You defy. But that's not necessarily good etiquette.
No, I know.
Like you're basically saying that's good etiquette to defy.
No, it's just what I do. I don't know if it's good or bad etiquette, to be honest. I haven't really thought.
Well,
I haven't had any backlash on it.
Well, no one's
I
going to
haven't had
say.
any backdraft on that one. You
Yeah.
know? Oh, so what happened? Did you bring one or not?
No,
Did he?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, probably did.
Yeah,
I feel like he's a defier too.
he's a defier. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's rude to the host.
Do it privately.
Wow, what do you mean privately? It's a kid's birthday party.
Right. I'm saying, you know, you don't show all the other people who didn't have gifts that you've got to, you know.
Isn't that why you defy?
No, you just do it because you like to give gifts.
So that's your love language.
Yeah. It is. It's gifts.
All right. So what did we learn today?
So we learned that white elephant parties are great. And I don't know. Do I have to admit that I was maybe wrong about the love language thing?
It's just a framework.
Yeah. I know. I don't know why I was so aggravated. about
Honestly,
it.
you were very Cairo-esque, and now I
Yeah.
see what I'm like, and like
Yeah,
it's
oh
really
God.
off. It's
Yeah, you
really
don't wanna-
off-putting.
It is off-putting. You don't want to be like that.
And you know, give your friends it's not about the monetary. It's the thought that counts, but like give them
Off-season gifts.
off-season gifts.
Low season.
All right, do us see if we messed anything up. This is Erroneous with Thelonious.
Clean show.
Clean show. All right, a couple of shouts I want to give. And guys, if you have shouts, you want to shout yourself or shout your friends or shout your family, let us know on Instagram. I want to shout our buddies Jeff and Shane.
Yeah.
Because both of them in the past month, they sent me a random check-in text.
Oh.
Following the pod, they go, "Hey man, just checking in." That's all they said.
Can I give a shout out to Chris, one of our listeners who always tells us when we have audio issues?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the guy. If we have any audio level issues that Thelonious, Erroneous didn't
Right.
catch,
Yeah.
Chris has our back.
Except that every time we check him, they're fine. It's him.
I still want to give him a shout out. For
Chris,
being a good
it's not
fan.
us, it's you. That's our show. Be good to yourself, be good to your friends. Chris, the levels are fine. Love you, buddy.